So something that I didn't get to, and this is so funny. I literally just paused on like a completely different situation, and now I'm thinking about something else, which is hilarious because welcome to the fun mental health care podcast. Something, and this is just like a little update, or is it? I don't know. So, where's the studio? I'm in one. So, basically something that I didn't touch on last time was like transitional housing is such a critical piece in the healthcare system that doesn't exist yet, or it does, but just like not in the scale that it needs to. Because, okay, so famously we've all heard of nurture and nature. Like, those are like two sides of the same coin, where it's like, if you're in a horrible environment, okay, so like just like relating it to the situation that I already mentioned, basically like if you're schizophrenic, in our current healthcare system, you need to get a job to then be able to work on your schizophrenia. And the hilarious, like horrible, inhumane thing about that is you're not going to be able to work on your schizophrenia in like until like you're not going to be able to work on something that is impeding you to get like a job and to function in like society. You're not going to be able to do that until you get that job, but you're not going to be able to get that job until you work on that. So it's an impossible task that we have put on however many millions of people. It's unacceptable. Ugh, God. I wanted to walk over there, but like there's people over there. Ugh. And like I could like, just like say exactly what I'm saying like in front of all those people. But I'm just like working on not being so antisocial. And is this even antisocial? I don't think it is actually. Anyway, so transitional housing is so important because, and like I only got up on transitional housing and supportive housing like 4 years ago. Yeah, like four or 3 years ago. And essentially it's like a place where you can go if you're in your like recovery journey or your like treatment journey. It's a place that you can go where you're like, if you're in a horrible situation, you can go there and you can leave that horrible situation so that you can recenter yourself and move on autonomously and figure it out for yourself. And that's like what everyone needs to do in their healing, is how to figure out how to live. And that's the work. Damn. So really cool situation is we have the technology, we have the solution. It's just like we just like need to invest in it a lot more. And now I'm remembering something, actually. I need to look this up because I kind of did a like back of the napkin kind of tally on how much it would cost to like essentially have enough like transitional housing capacity for everyone who may need it in America. And it's like, it costs less. It truly costs less than how much it costs the economy for untreated mental illness every single year. It truly costs, it is actually, it costs less. Like, to actually do the thing that helps people and makes the system of care, it costs less than 1 year of the cost of a failed system. So it's like, why are we not investing in these solutions when we have them, when it could literally, like, if that was an option, I would have taken it immediately. And like again, I'm not here to talk about myself, But like in a moment where I could talk about like my own personal experience, I would have taken that immediately. Like, and where would I have been? Like, I just like it's just crazy. So it's completely maddening that like our system is completely broken, and yet we're still supposed to figure out how to live within it. And if you are someone who has a disability and it's hard for you to live in a broken system because everything around you is like failing, it's just like, what am I supposed to do? Who am I supposed to call? I've called and I've emailed everyone. Except for the president. Although I've probably sent an outreach to the president, but I've literally even tried to personally, one-on-one communicate with like my congressperson, like in person. Like I tried to literally get up to him to speak to him, but it was literally made impossible because like he was in his own little we're in Secret Service world trying to see if he'll be president one day situation. It's like, I'm sorry, but no. Like, if I can editorialize for a second, I'm sorry, I just don't think he's gonna be president. maybe in the 90s. Oh. So, that's where I'm at. Like, I'm truly kind of like at my last thread. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I don't understand like what needs to change for things to change. It's just like so incredible. Ugh. So that's truly it gets back to the calling, like mental health care for all. But of course, like healthcare for all. Like, it's just so crazy. It's so crazy that this is literally like, I feel like this could change everything in such a positive way that it's just completely maddening and insane that we have not reached the point where we're just like making it so that everyone can have healthcare. It's just like truly incredible, and I just like don't understand it. That doesn't, okay, so like, should I have like another episode on like policy debate? Because that would be really interesting, because I totally understand that like if someone wants to pay for better insurance, then they should be able to, but there needs to be a ground floor. At this point, there is absolutely no ground floor. That ground floor is the street. Like, it's and there's levels there. Like, it's inhumane. Like, it makes me want to sue the government. It makes me want to sue everyone who I've ever interacted with. Kidding, but also not. I mean, like, kidding, but also not. Ugh. So, is this radical? I think everyone should have access to talk therapy. Is that radical? I think everyone should have access to transitional housing if they need it. Is that radical? Oh my God, was that radical? I think everyone should have the medications that they need if they need them to function in society. Oh, was that radical? Oh. What else? Oh, maybe, this is the most radical thing ever. Maybe there should be free transport to get to the doctor's office if you need transport and you can't afford it. Oh, that was the most radical thing I've ever said. So this is like really soothing, actually, because truly like the only thing that brings me peace anymore is like describing how horrible the system is and not sitting in that, but thinking, how else could it be? And that's kind of all I've got anymore. So I'm just gonna keep on doing that. It's so funny. Like, I literally was just vlogging about like this situation. Oh, there's a little bit of ice over here still. Oh, which is actually so scary that this is like a slush, because literally 2 weeks ago I was like laying on this ice and being like, oh my god, laying on ice is so grounding. And we're still in the winter, so it's like that is just, this melted is just like so scary. Oh. But that's a different vlog. Oh my god. Yeah, like I could go in so much more, but I'm gonna leave that for another vlog episode because I want to be more concise. I am taking the feedback that I am tangential sometimes, and I agree with that. Because truly what I have to say is worth like being as clear as possible. So even though it's really fun to be like kind of goofy and like do like a sketchbook of ideas, which these vlogs are, it is still important to be clear. So I'm very clear. Oof. Is that it? What else I got? Anything else that would take like another hour to talk about. So this is the update. What was it? Transitional housing is so important, and it's like such an it's just like under publicized solution. Like I feel like people don't know about it. It's so hilarious because it's truly just like, did I even like talk about what it is? Was I just like contextualizing why I'm even aware of it or like why I care? It's so funny. Oh my god. So transitional housing, oh my god, I have to part two. Okay, so transitional housing is so cool because it's truly just like, let's say it's like an apartment. It's like an apartment complex. It's an apartment building. It's like this place that you can call home and where you can figure it out. It's light touch in of that it's not like an inpatient hospital situation. It's more so like, we know that you can live autonomously, but you may need a place. We know that you can build your own life, but you may need support and you may need a foundation. So here is your apartment. There's going to be a therapist over here, and there's like job placement help over here. That's literally what transitional housing is. It's so amazing. It's like like it just like, because people know what to do. Like people know what to do. Like people know how to like live for their best selves, or like live the way that they can or are able to. And what transitional housing does is it lets people do that. It lets people self-actualize. And that is not something that our system currently allows for, because everyone is just constantly being punished for living. It's just like, it's truly incredible. It's true incredible. It is truly incredible, but it's truly horrific and inhumane. So healthcare for all, mental health care for all, talk therapy for all, like all these things, like we could just have them, like, so we should just do it, because I don't even want to invoke what happened a few weeks ago. Was that a few weeks ago, or that feels like a lifetime ago? So things are getting bad, but we know some solutions. We know what to do. So why aren't we doing them? And then of course it just like takes awareness and funding and all this kind of stuff. So like, I shouldn't be so like defeatist or like, nothing's happening, but like, it's not happening quick enough, because there's a lot of lives on the line, and there's a lot of like real-time human suffering, and it's just unacceptable, and I just can't take it anymore. So and And then what does that mean for me personally? Oh, I can't take it anymore. Like, I'm not going to freak out because, like, again, I've said this in like another vlog, but I kind of am always saying this, like, chaos is not worth it. It's like not productive. And like being productive is like so worthwhile. So I'm not gonna like panic and freak out and like be destructive, but I'm going to figure out a way to be productive but also kind of be urgent. So hard. That's a very hard place. And then we're also at the world's end. Oh no. No, I'm kidding. No. I'm a climate change denier. So funny. God. Also, kidding. It's just it's like so warm out right now, and it's like December 26th in Chicago. So very cool. Mental health care for all, talk therapy for all, healthcare for all. Love yourself. Find out how to love yourself. Find out how to live. Ugh. For me, I love a walk.